Joe, my game.
Okay, guys.
I can't. Joe, big. Kumele ngize ngibeke so. And I can't be kissing this big. Kabuzela ma minister wakho lapha. Ku-GPL. Kusitshela manga.
Okay, the flipping of the cameras. You ready, ne?
Okay, sharp.
Okay. Hello, guys. Welcome to Men to Men Talk. Every Wednesday we are here, taking content, making sure that you guys listen and watch and be entertained while you learn at the same time, while you engage and comment on our YouTube channel, on our TikTok live. Thank you for supporting us. Thank you for making sure that you do view this content. We appreciate your contribution to the Men to Men Talk podcast. Thank you so much for watching. We are here taking content. Aye, Donald, aye.
And I wonder why.
Okay, so it looks like I think they recognize this one. Donald is here. Africa is here. Terence is here. Zex is here. Mr. Career Demolition. I saw another one last week, man. My brother. Okay, Butumelo is here. Apelele is here. Thank you guys for coming and joining us. So next week I'll do a shout out to you if you come and be on the audience side and start watching. No, they are our guests. We now allow guests to come and sit and engage in our conversations. There's a nice setup here, Checkmate. If you are a guest, the bar is always opened. If you wanna order anything, you come and chill and do engage with us here as we are talking. So yeah, we were talking about what last week. What happened? What happened last week?
I think going to live event. What happened?
We didn't shoot last week, ne?
We didn't shoot.
Why? What happened?
What's my ngira go vacation?
Nana utwa Josie, we have vacation.
No, wait. Taku what's the story? Bench. Arvaying as majid. Ezo it was playing again. Playing again.
So actually, Africa initiated that trip.
Yeah.
And I ended up going.
Rvaya's Majid. Sharp. 2 days after.
Kimanga gush no ka radio 5.
So now how Ntwana a boy, there's a 5 bedroom thing. We are going what okay, sharp. 2 minutes. Medi like via. Wow, Medi. Medi. Really, chance only. Ako yeah. So, kiwata Donald. Chance via GPL. Aksa upola wana no fet of gram mereko kwa screen leave. Po what. Like, you know the tagatagan, wabo. Then nagarama. Arvaying after the birthday recovery. Lavar feed. Betrayal. I appeal. Sponsor shoot. Hi, Genty. Wednesday I'm going. Morning, let's shoot on Tuesday.
You can know say malamole.
No, I went on
Video call.
Excursion.
Video call, pumping. Anyway, Papa. How do you video call?
Yeah, it was champagne one after another.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that was the initial plan, and then Mang Mang
Oh, Mara, you know we plan only one. ba booking or the ro robala kae if never vai
Re tla robala mo fatshe ke re.
na ka se kere
Ha thoma re ratso.
Hey, that pain una le ngosi. He o thoma o re Mommy, Daddy.
that's why mashabela na bolela re lenyalo la bora man, especially hona le bana go ntlong.
Yeah, but guys, this is reality. Let's talk
Because
about
of
this.
now-
Because Moka Simfetu, Batu Baba Baya, they live in very compact spaces and they have kids and they've like how do you guys do it? Please do comment on on the live. There's Zix. Please check out the like if people the live if people are commenting. How do you do it? Do you wait for them to go to school? Do you like
Like on that one I know the other guy ne
yeah.
Salimo Mokas. Ne kutlo ra 9 o'clock
PM or in the morning.
in the morning after bana ba vaile.
By scale.
How maybe ke re a re o tlhapa meno ra a o tlora ka bo next door ya khala. I get lebetse o butse ma faster ka 6 a.m.
Yeah.
o robethe moya. Mchana o busy ka kwa.
And that's the only time
at
he
night
has.
they can't because of una lo ngwana wa about 16 years. And wa tse gore motho wa wena a ipompi a etswalle
And they still live in the same space.
wa rasa.
Eish.
So o tlo etsa bjang?
Yeah, ne. I think maybe
That's why why it's this thing at the outside room. Why check le gale batho ba di ba bona ra man. A go so sokodisa o lo. Law must go out.
Yeah.
O lebelle o thoma gare bara hero wa re tshwantsa ba tseya wena bo nlahlela ka kwa. A ke re wena so le o lo mongwe a wa betha bloko.
I think now I was 14. I haven't shifted like on go room go high. I was 14 or so.
ba bona re se le grot.
I was already some factory errors. Ke tlo bona hore why
And there's no way hore o ka robala mphetšong from 9 o'clock throughout the whole night.
yeah.
A bona go ngotlo phaphamanyana o utlwa di ai man. Go
Why ba move?
Go na le soundnyana tse ne ke sa di understanding.
I think I was 14 when I moved out.
Oh no ra le stetlare ya ele. So yeah, you wanna food special one room. Ngizwela la ba ma one room.
Yeah, with the kids in the same space.
Yeah, one room. One room. Kuitsalang mo.
But it's the reality we live in. There's plenty of them that live in such spaces.
True, bro.
2,
But
3
how
kids.
how do they manage it?
There must be a way. We need these people to come and talk to us and engage. It's the,
And to a certain extent how le ngos bra there's no way gore o ka se utlwe fokol.
There's no way.
And o thola rena go also be thomi go wena go etsa dilo tseo.
yeah, but even a 5-year-old man, hakabona parents having says they'll ask, "Mommy, why are you Daddy? Why are you beating mommy? Why is mommy crying?" Because their brains are operating in that level now. They
Yeah.
want to know why is this happening. No, Daddy, no, don't beating. Don't beat. Yeah, it's crazy, man. It's crazy. But we're hoping they will comment and tell us if you are living in that space or in those conditions. Please do talk to us. We are not looking down on you. We are not mocking. It's just a question of if you are living in that space, maybe you've managed it so well that you can advise the next person to manage it so well so that they don't cripple the kids.
Again, le rena mechomo when growing up, re ne le bo ma 16, 17. Like
Yeah.
now give you an example. Na kholetse Alex in a one room.
Yeah.
Compact spaces, yeah.
I wanna stay.
Ish.
Hey,
Wa
Taba
bona-
State, I want us to go deep in
Check
that
ka
one.
bo aging ele or no wa fasa o na le mokele. O tseba gore a o sa mshaye.
Yeah.
Next door neighbor na leng state o tlo mshaya.
Utloluma, obvious.
Jela wena.
O shaya ning cause go one room ngene wa tseba na ka o checka ke bo ma 6, 7.
Yeah.
And when I told me I go break you at 21, so go to the months about jail from 16 years. So from 16 years, all the months. Or 18 or or 19 or 20.
Are you a late bloomer?
Or 20, late. Yeah,
not
very
late,
late.
Michu.
Very, very late.
Late.
No, Nasa, Maga 22 years, but Con I born. Oh, yes, you were so good.
And it's just that the chama boy nyana was scale like it's on and
Mara 21 no exaggerate. At least after metric nyana, I think
I'm a trick dance or low feta o it's a Gilosa thing. Wakapa Mugele, Lena, at so. But I Skawaraga, Terence is a good guy. Palavanyana, I won't retire as a bad guy, no. Terence will understand that he's a good guy. By Lofa, Mzagamu. Mzai ready Rama, they can't tell. Pela.
I could say it's over.
Yeah.
What's in a negative better job?
And then when we Nahana break a motorcycle vigil.
So meaning for Mukela still virgin.
When only vigil. Yena Senal vigil.
Yeah, but
Who break away?
Break a job.
Who break away? When no break away. Yeah, no break away. Because of now, why can't all level or this guy? Oh, what a mistake. Because then I get what they were with. Elena the out of Molo, this feeling it's a guy. Because it's your first time. Someone wrote that before.
I had a terrible experience on my first time.
Someone wrote that before, like.
Yeah?
We don't to Hanya, no one who tried to understanding.
Hey, bro, my body was like, hey. 10 past 4. When it comes to that one, it was that the chick was older than me. She knew everything, bruh. And Lata go high. She fucking raped me, bruh. I must go report her. Terrible experience.
What the hell?
For me,
Yeah.
How old are you?
I was what? 15, 16. I was young. I was still in early high school.
16.
Early high school.
And now
what you to be on the motors?
Grade 9. No, it's not Joel. I knew this chick.
Go cracking.
I knew this chick from church.
I know. Everything is church.
She visited my house and not having next. I get
Yeah.
Go high. Munsar go high, but then Mamutsiba, go Robert.
Yeah.
Okay, it's fine. My mom was like, it's okay. I'm getting now as a matter of we play together.
Does a church, law, yeah.
Bro, she showed me flames. I was like, what, bro? And I'm new into I don't even understand what's happening. It's crazy. I think now I understand when women say their first time experience was creepy and stuff. I don't think it's always best. Women can comment, but most of them that I've heard, they'll say, the first experience, and feel like this guy, I understand what's all, I'll tell you, then what? But now, as they carry on with the thing, it gets better. It gets nice. Yeah, so Linda, my first experience was like, what is this one doing to me?
I'm banana you to me the crutch. Whippy.
Serious?
Yeah. It took me the crutch.
No, I let a microscope.
Crutch. But we wanna professional. I think I was in grade 5.
Hey, bruh, that's crazy.
Grade 5?
Yeah, like Kuri. No, it's my problem was 1.
Obviously last.
When I was at crash, niggas screaming about Baba Hole. So
how do you even remember that?
Exactly. I was going to ask the same question.
No, crash, I get no more. I Donna, Yenzi so. Yenza, I get him on Clon. Hantala Dala Dilote, so gents.
Yeah, we played that.
Like, when I get no long one, and no papa. So that's how you take time. So now I get to play like a papa. Understand? I got Tom and one I crash. Memory, Rovala. A Tom, I get it away now. Rovana house, chef. What's the word? More fell lang banyan. Again. More Tomang Majid again. The house logo Moyaga. Wena. Rithoma Moreko. Chief.
So, but what would you do there? Cause
No, it was just that thing.
yeah,
And then,
cause I think
Mara,
I think election yes, but you want
yeah, but you don't have that. So grade 5, I was like, I must do Nandi.
I feel warm.
I'm skipping grade 5.
okay, the guy crash.
Is M Sadio Momo.
Bogas.
Yeah.
Okay, need that.
No, it was not here. It was somewhere, I think, around this side. Yeah. It's Ali. Nessie.
Not that Victor. Ne?
Victor it's a new crash that one.
Obana to a certain extent,
95 too.
I believe to a certain extent. I see. Turn away ring. I had the one room, right? The most idea go crash in a gung. Like then I know why sometimes we experience ka ngozia. Come on, Nji. Are papa. Abite mutomo ukoske lo kenalen. Kalbi. Are mang was doing this at school. You understand?
Yeah.
Because these kids come from different household.
Yeah.
You find no horena. Kokitsang goting like you're saying. Mama le papa bana re ke robetse ba le busy bona ke emela ke go ga le tulele ke a bona re ba ira so ka o sa ke go crash dina ke a kunya ke fitla da
Yeah, because you are a child, bro. You don't know what's happening.
and ba no tsebe ba tshwara fast
The record, yeah.
o bona Africa o tsa tshwara ena ara ke ba tsa
He's lying. This one.
Like you are so much. Uncle. Angzwakali jo. Itu Roberta khulumo zozo. Talk Robert.
1 2 mic test.
Yes, siyamuzwa le, but they can't hear me here.
Oh.
ufuna ukuzizwa
Yeah, I wanna hear myself. Like I'm feeling like this thing is I'm recording. But I feel
That's
like,
why you were recording.
I feel like if I can't hear myself, like I feel like I'm not talking here. That's why
no sound guy can hear you
So we are recording. We are good. What
I
talking?
almost forget my phone, Brian.
Yeah, I think that's why headphones are important.
Yeah, because of now.
Let's leave that monitor.
back to your story uthi bawushaya amathanga or wenza
Go crash whatever. But at that time, primary, high school, na grade 8, like level.
go to body count there how libitso lela Africa le go to body count there how mfana
No, it's
ukabula count
Nele twela yore koskela. Koskela, there was a point whereby you know those cheese boys. Babo ayirabona gents. Yesihlulela abafana. Kanjani ntwana iplanning itani ngawari. The way bayenza ngakhona sibayekeleni. Sina simake sure sibashala.
Yeah.
Mara boy kanjani. Wayetseba cheese boy or I carry mara clean hair on point and everything. Wayetseba cheese boy ew.
I care
Wayetsi naketsa. Bekuzwakala senyavalwa futhi. Awuthi amonga kho hepu fine. Yeah. You are not ready for one more recording. That's the thing. So mara komele ngibeke la, phela mangibeke la.
No, you don't have to hear yourself. Just speak.
Must be oh, khulume so.
Because nami nakuda from the monitor. I can hear you.
I turned on.
MC you come out to your MC
Okay guys, yeah. So abantwana iskim sabo kune skim singe esetbek so amahora lezi is corrupt.
Benizbiza mahora.
Yeah, amahora.
Okay.
Thina is corrupt.
Yeah.
Ngangeni lento zama raft release you see those rafty things 26 what.
Yeah.
Bena besisibiza ngamahora besishaya.
Iphelele blind ngathi seyibuyele ejele la ivela khona. Because there's a time that thing man came out in the cassis and it was bad.
It was something for outside just to control. You know that thing you someone wants to be the boss. Baksabe.
Yeah, because in prison it operates like that. Number and it works like. But there's
They
a
finally
time.
takes the
it's
industry,
2000
Joe.
and
Yeah.
2009.
Finally taxi industry. You
yes,
know, taxi industry before ngizobamba ikas leli or at least
Bakwaji.
7 yana or maybe 6 feet.
Freeze.
Bangsabi. I don't know why. You understand? So that time of one to okay sharp. Liz better start about labuchiri. As a science have I advantage. Can get a lente quotan. Yo.
So Bokotana.
I'm a cheese boy again who into a move again.
So who's Kotana?
What?
That's your bone to tell Tramel.
Johnny Twara. Salomaro. Born. We bule. We. Yeah. Bule. Couldn't like Peps. Sale Peps, not Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola at that time, there's in a style. Nearly there it was a blue, li Peps.
Yeah.
More petelezo. Agnachi Ronga scale.
Just for to petty Doritos.
Kono regala wana school bag ke wana school.
Sanaik.
Yeah.
By that time it was now. I remember as well, Fana.
When ka ga chele?
I was not school back.
Joe, nake tomilo giga kids are grade 9. That's what go to now by the time I get grade 8 nake skimile batho ba ba golo kona. Ba pushang industry. I get grade 9 neseke now this place equates no but it's Nico. Joe.
You played at Zniko.
Yeah, I was a resident there.
Fuck dang, I saw somewhere inside Tanzania hostel. There by the corner there.
My friend was a onek geleza le na kisfiso. Then ma thafana le mina le kana la Robert. Asal goes girl. Akuka le tip ne le bounce. So every Monday na le na fucked up.
So I'll say nel bounce a little scale.
Yeah. Mem Joe Mono Rasha Mubulas Kaftin. Rena scooter say I am a go gate. Wana skoloja pizza. Ka Friday Roma le patrola las gela. Dona na I tretaga yako hambo so selinyama. Before break ibe say ready. One of our from that side, they will tell you Rama jealous because I pili life different. Romal patrol or Zopfa which I shall again nightly pas forget which one.
Escale.
Yes, girl. Yeah, Mama Gang Bamba Nin don't keep that I Mama's Bamba when I'm getting down. Marawana Sutuma wen. Exeni Sugnigi Mali, we are humble 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
Men pilisi izo.
Joe. Dane de boya Joe. Wawana dane the principal pela hore na ba nkobe ke tsona dilo tse I was corrupt.
What was the scale?
Yeah.
Next time get over to Isabel. Next time get over to did you pass?
Like one kubile Joe, bara fuck. You must go. Pele tomile Ivory High. Ivory High ne ke senya. Ivory High ke betile maybe 3 ya ma teacher. Before wa lonko.
So what go be the kela tse
Yeah, ka gore ba nkobe ko Ivory High. Gore ke felle ditse ba tha principal wa mosadi. O lena me ba nkutla no wa bona ra sha mo hodile no. Mara yena discharge of firearm 37 with degree. Cause there's this teacher ba re ke Nash ne. Yo. Ha itso fela o itso na le teacher tse re ba re di bo feel. Ha ka tswa fela on that office. I see if Coscolong Salena Nalete. Salona that teacher or Akato after break. I can know Emma Fell. Or Patlal.
Yeah.
There was that guy. I get busy, get charm, when I get busy. Hunted a man water. Kemagala Salemwar, a chief. I gotta get level like it, man. I gotta get apologize, my office. What's my fan belt that go away? I'm fana zangwan shapa so. Tshwantse ke dule go tla senya utlwa.
So make
Kare ke dinalete. ka kwata ka tlala pelo ka re principal ke a malata ke ena o mpetisitseng ka Damane. Why
How's
are you
that
really
Damane?
Damane ke motshaba o tlo nroba. Joe, I went to the office, locked the door, bona baba ba roba mnyako gore ba kena.
Ulwa le demons.
Ke betha mogela.
Oh, principal.
Yeah. Ta. Yo. Baba ba roba mnyako. Tshwantse no ba bule case ba bitsa maphodisa, tshwantse ba bule case le nna ke na le case ya school. That's when they said no, we want to transfer you to Mass 7th.
Because no one about trapile ka
And then na
what's the case?
ki case is serious. Remember Department of Education ba like bana ba bethiwe.
Yeah.
And I got fan belt. Who is that fan belt teacher at Leona school?
Na tsama ga se ketle mbe me.
Na sina koloi. Why is it na lo iputsisa gore man ma teacher a mabaya? Why is it iputsisa? But this guy has been working here for 15 years or 20 years. Marana koloi. And why is the salary of a teacher ne le boma 20 22 18
That time I think maybe they were calling 15 10.
or 7,000.
Yeah.
Maybe no, it's ranging around.
But it's around that time the problem was what? A lot of them were not qualified.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
a lot
why.
of teachers were not qualified. So there's a portion that were
Maramazi,
qualified.
so that teacher in Zimbabwe, you know Zimbabweans, they were good with maths, man.
Yeah, but these days and they're not there. Ne? Back in the day, every school had
That Zimbabwean guy,
teacher what teacher something.
Zinopi.
Yeah, in our school we had what? I forget that guy's name. Yeah, that guy will break down
Yeah.
mathematics like nobody.
And ababethani bale because tsile o bethile. Hayi, o etsa ntho e etsang. Wena o bolela ka dilo tsa wana taba le wena etsa. Ka sane o re wa lebella o krile out of 200 there is 0.5. 0.5. No, I understand.
Yeah.
So now that's why guys wa bona ya skela le banyana le what tsetsa bo virgin le what rena re breakile early, man. We had experience resala skolo. And it's bad, man. It's very bad.
Yeah, but with me, yeah, but not as late as you and not as early as him. But yeah, of course, I'm somewhere there in the middle.
Yeah.
Somewhere there in the middle. So guys, I want to know something. Let's talk about this. Is the reality that we live in. How do you break away from a toxic relationship? How do you come out? Do you wake up one day and say, fuck, I don't want this anymore? Do you sit down and discuss with the person, or you go, or you just disappear?
It depends with your partner or nazaro kufika kuphi. Angazi ufuna ukuyiphendula before you
Asithi maybe let's look at both genders. Asithi uyintombazana. La uthi tume ukuthi yagwazana le 3 star ihlala iphethe la yagwaza. Now you don't want this thing anymore and you fear for your life at the same time.
But amantombazana nesibindi, they don't care.
Labo futhi in most cases yabona amount yaso rough labo bafunayo ke labo.
Yes, I know someone who's Robert is sweet. Robert wabora.
Yeah.
Robert can protect me. Ufuna unguluva. Uthi makathi wena asam. Yeah, yamuzwa chomi uthi sambe phela. Chomi kitlo bona ne. Bafuna labo. Wena ka re baby kisanwa uyakutest. Phela sometimes women they test us. No baby kisanwa. Re ketla o kira ntlo. Okay sharp baby. Yabona tsa lena big bone. Like serious. Basadi ababatle monna o mo weak.
So
Weak men.
they don't want you to be weak and they don't want you to be too tough. You must
they want
just
the
be
tough
too
guy.
tough.
The tough guy is the best.
But now my question is, I want to know that in this era that we're living in, where a lot of men are killing plenty women. We're trying to, move away and try to limit GBV.
GBV, yeah.
Wait, it is the one.
Yeah.
I agree. There's that gay one. The that one is what?
GBV got a roller challenge at the bijum. SBV.
No, it's
You guys are
GBV.
confusing the shit out of me. but-
SBV.
No, but no.
No, right. The GBV. Gender
GBV.
based violence.
Yes, I'm
Yes,
talking about
yeah.
that one. So we're living in an era where we're trying to limit this thing, where we're trying to address the community to do away with this thing.
Okay.
Now you are a woman that decided or found yourself. I wouldn't say found yourself because you know these guys like this and decided to date them. But now, yeah, you are in. Let's help a sister that is sitting at home that wants to come out of this. How do you come out of this? What do you think is the best way? Tell this guy that you are. Go report them. Like, how do you come out? Do you write for a show? I'm getting this more jalav now.
Senkatere,
Yeah.
what?
But what's the best way?
Yo, so when you say breaking away from a toxic relationship, ne?
Yeah.
Just to maybe sum up,
Yeah.
toxic does not necessarily mean violence.
Yeah, okay.
Toxic can
we're
be.
gonna come to that. I want us to start with the violent one.
Yeah.
Then we're gonna move to people that gaslight you and just that toxic person that makes you live in a very compact space because of you are not free around them, or maybe they are being toxic with you, or maybe. But let's start with the violence part because we are a South Africa that is dealing with GBV. So let's address it as well. Let's help a sister. Let's help a brother. Maybe ichere yakho le bathi hey intswembi izokwenzani, but now you want to come out of that. What's the best way of dealing with that?
I think it's easy, Joe. Just uti amachita. Kuna something hold ayo. Eish. Maybe kimangosi yaka or suga kude. Maybe uzoba right. It's a lot of things ukuthi koninta ambambe ngayo or koninte bambe ngayo from his or her side, you understand? So now the best way you phuma kuleding there, just wake up and decide, you know what? Ekhaya maybe wenza story ekhaya bafuna ngizovakasha just for a month, kuna something, just lie nje uhambe uye there, umnike that space, block the number and be home and fight yourself.
So the best way is to
Because of now,
create distance.
yes, because now that person remember malo khuluma, yeah, ungazongijwayela or drop your phone, yeah, like already uba threatened, uba low, and end up saying, yo, yazi uzongibulala, you understand? But immediately block your phone, or whatever, you don't see anything, you don't stress about anything. Yazi imnandi into engakustress.
Yeah, but nakhona if the guy is violent, uyathusa le usho ngakhona, noma ungablock phone, he'll find means ukuthi ahambe everywhere akuthole. Because uyabona unenkinga lo muntu. For me personally, I think the best way, right? Because of, I mean, you can see sasu le muntu lo uyashayana, uyakhahlelana. Right? In most cases, people want to go a police station wanting to senzekile.
Yeah. Mara mina,
When a guy is aware, you know what? Even if mhlawumbe uyabuyela, you know what? Umuntu amuhambile, ungreportile kuma law enforcement and none.
So if I do it, automatically it's gonna point to me.
Yeah, but
so now it gives a different perspective in them deciding to initiate whatever violent it is, because now maybe you've created a protection order prior to the incident. Now they need to take a very strong decision to say, I'm doing this, and obviously ngizotholakala. Because some people are doing things because maybe ngiyebangithole or maybe what. So
that's the
if
thing.
I'm correct, that's what
in
you're
simple
saying.
terms, mawuphuma.
Let's deal with it earlier.
Ungagijimeli kini. Phuma straight, angithi ufuna ukuhamba. Fika police station uthi, okay, ngu situation ekanje. Ngifuna ukuhamba. babhale yonke into phansi ngithi ngiyahamba. If anything happens to me, it's because of this. Or nani ngicela nihambe niye kuye nimtshele ukuthi kune case kanje kanje. Akangishaye mara akithi awumbophisi. Awufuni nje ukuthi ufuna ukuphuma uhambe. Yabona? Ama-points, that's why ama-case anga-resolve because we only go there after into senzekile.
But I think amantombazana ignorant, man, sometimes. Because of my yenzeka that thing. Maningi ama-red flags awabonayo.
Yeah, I mean,
Because of now, even now, if I'm dating someone now, maybe umfazi, yeah. Mase kuba nama-flop will see you there, man. Like, law, ngathi uzonginika inkinga. Intombazana once, iyaqala respect with some wedding and uzozwa nawe ukuthi man lo muntu akasakhulumi nami the way. There's a change nyana. Bese uyayikhuza ingakhuzeki. That's when you see no. Before yakude. Cut it. You understand?
Yeah, because it's gonna get to a point where you cannot control it.
Uzokutshela ukuthi hayi phela wena awungitsheli.
Yeah, and umfazi
You
must
understand?
decide ukudelela, udecidile and you
Yes.
can't. There's nothing.
Ifana nalento ure ubele a side chick ne. Side chick it's eborama. Motho Robert le Robert ba tlhakane ba ka senketse fokol. Then motho Robert baby kantwana ubuye endlini. Side chick tsore ay man ayemenyana o motho rutloya ka usana. Because now
And
utshwere ka di-balls.
irrespect ye media yakho, you carry it when.
Yeah.
If you don't install it kulo ya muntu, then they'll never respect her.
Uzoinstalla kanjani mangabe uyazi ukuthi okay uRobert nomuntu wakhe noma bahlangene. I'm the one.
Maybe we're petty kwabo.
Yes.
Imedia yakho maybe a Spanish sharp, now into zakho azikho sharp.
Yes, uyazi ukuthi this relationship kumele bezwe ngami. Lo mangenza kahambe. Cause lo nokufonela mina, wangafonela umuntu wakhe mangishoda ngepetrol. It's like now, hi baby whitey, ngistakile hona le part engwe e batla bokae kae. How
But
kune
now-
main chick.
But now guys, lento ukuthi ube why wana side chick ungana kwabo? I feel like not to say jitters with money. Not to say jitters with money should have side chicks, but I'm just saying that maybe you are managing this one so well that you decide that, you know what, let me just expand and have another one. So you give this one money, everything is okay.
So what are you saying when you're gonna have money? So more money nyugu, when I'm over nyugu, it means it's over a side chick.
No, there will be signs. I'm not saying there will be signs.
So now that's why I'm saying, Uti, okay, gents. In our
But now there's
side
that Nigerian guy that says, what is broke man doing around love? What are you doing? What is broke man doing around love? Because honestly,
okay, guys, love it's all about money or what? We need to understand that thing. I think
it's
I think,
2025. It's
Yeah.
2025.
I think we're failing
We
to
need to
understand.
be realistic.
yeah.
If you have nothing to offer, bruh, forget about love.
Yeah, because my point is, I don't know if I'm saying it right or
Yeah.
my statement is correct, but I think love is luxury. And anything that has to do with luxury, it's about enjoyment. And anything that has to do about enjoyment, you need to pay for it, which means it needs money.
Gents, name more yonke lento.
Talk to us, my brother.
What is love?
Abazali beni babekezelana. Up
Yabona,
until now.
since
But
it's
wait.
2025.
Besides 2025, let me tell you about this, ne?
Yeah.
As we think ukuthi it's a new generation,
Yeah.
ne? Remember now, as Robert Berasho last time, uthi from 89 to 97, 98, ne? Those women's pure. But I'm a 2000, I figure with the money thing. and an influencer, even
The other
the
one.
90s ones. You understand? So now if we go back to 80s, that's why you find someone una 35 but she's single.
But I think what you're talking about, ne?
So okay, think
Yeah.
so una 35 you're single. But from 21 up until 30 years. You understand?
Okay.
So now,
Man, I'm
okay, let me. Okay, okay, now. From 21, okay, from 21 to 30 years, ne? You need to adjust. Okay, TCT 25 to 30 years. First one is hyper, nanani, high school vibes, nanani, going out and so 25. I'm gonna go 26. You must know it's okay now. I'm planning to do 1, 2, 3. By the age of 30, not saying you are married. No, not talking about married. So as we see, Pedintomazano after 35, there's no life for her. You must know that. I also chola no matalo na 65 years. That's the honest truth.
Okay, we're gonna come to that.
You understand?
So I wanna start here, ne?
Yeah.
So what you're talking about is okay now. You tapped into a lot of things that come to me.
That's why I'm confused. Right? I'm lost.
Yeah. Yeah, reply attend yeah, sweetheart. Yeah.
There's a comment, okay. So what you tapped in first, it's the issue of exposure that back in the day it was easier for.
Okay,
So the issue
highlight kancane.
Okay.
Back in the days, no cell phones, no influence, no nothing.
Yes, so that's why it was not a must for money to do those things.
No, it was a must because of remember.
No, I disagree.
Oh wait, let me tell you. Let me tell you why it's a must. Ne?
Yeah.
Maburu khale. Neba sabatle monna azula zola mostrate. You must work for your family.
So
I understand.
hence I'm talking about
So now-
exposure. Because now if I'm dating a girl, our first meeting should be in a restaurant and stuff. I need to use money. Back in the day, bezohlangana emlanjeni mfethu, no money involved and
Not
stuff.
everyone.
It depends, but
Yeah,
a lot-
sihlangana emanzini ngokugela amanzi ibhakede and
yes, so there was no money involved in terms of so what Terence was mentioning, that we are in 2025, it means as we evolve, as things changes, as we get exposed and stuff, it's money becomes the matter of the business more than any other thing. Because now for me to talk to a girl, I need airtime. Now it's money involved. I need data, money involved. I need to go and meet her. I need to drive and stuff. Whereas back in 1962, 1980, whatsoever and stuff, I would be exposed to a girl that lives in my village. I'll just walk. I'll meet her down the road. I'll meet her down in the stream. She's fetching water. I'm doing something else. We start talking. Hey, Ntombi, what? And then now we start talking. We start dating. It could be 3-4 months without me spending a cent, because there's one general dealer there by the beginning of the village where maybe after 2 months, 3 months of dating, I'll go buy chocolate, got 10 rand. And
Yazi
so-
yospenda kuphi?
Yeah.
Mayolobola.
But that is tradition.
It's a lot of money.
No, but that's tradition. Bro.
Yeah,
Manje,
but now remember now, makomele lobola manje. It's something else, Joe. So that time makomele kuphume inkomo zakabo Terence maybe over 50. Kabo Terence maybe banabo over 300 or 400.
Yeah, but that's why we were banking wealth back in the day.
Yes.
Yeah.
So now, what I'm trying to say now, Uti, remember, other women around, they're using this thing of money in a wrong way. Kune couple ezwanayo because of they wanna build. Kune couple, remember, if I will find a woman, actually, she's not there to build anything. She's there for your money.
It's fun, yeah.
Yeah, give me money, I give you this, then we are done. I don't care about your feelings. I don't care uthi wena ubani ukhola malini kanjani. I don't wanna I don't wanna know. So give me money, I give you this. It's an exchange. You understand?
Business, yeah.
Yes. So now,
Yeah, but I think that's
I'm a
another,
cheater.
that's
I'm a
another
cheater.
topic.
Yeah.
Now you're
Yeah. So
That's
I'm a
why-
cheater. Yes, I'm a cheater. Shower
Before you get
in.
lost in your thought.
Yeah.
Before you get lost in your thought, because you're
Yeah.
so off rep. You understand? I'll ask you when myself. Ngifuna ukuqala kuleyo mention manje. Right? Wena uhlala usetshwaleni. Nginamanga.
Yo, mina ngihlala ngisetshwale.
Uhlala usetshwaleni, right?
Yeah.
Does that mean that you're
And
not a good person, or you're not a umuntu angazikhomitha naye?
Yenzani?
Does that mean ukuthi wena you're not a good person, or awusumuntu, if I'm a woman for example,
Yeah.
ukuthi you're not someone ongazikhomitha nawe? Kuya ngawe, in your view, wena ngikhuluma ngawe.
If I would advise a woman,
Yeah, angithi wena uhlala usetshwaleni.
Yeah.
A woman uyakubona ufuna wena. Does that mean ukuthi wena you're not a marriage, a
no,
good person,
okay,
or a marriage
okay,
material?
okay, let me. Oh, yabona le usakahle mngani. So etshwaleni nemngani omne. Tukutshele ngasetshwaleni ne. Etshwaleni abantu beza different people. Kuzabantu abasingili, kuzabantu abanjanjani nani. Sometimes you'll find a good woman etshwaleni ne. Yazi why? Umngani wakhe or cousin yakhe. Chomi yazi angaze ngibona ubani bani ngicela ungikhaphe sekuphi kuphi. Ne? And then by etshwaleni. That girl, she's a good girl. Akazelanga amadoda or anything. Ne? Uze that day for etshwaleni. And then ngoba uyasazi thina, hey mara, this one we can smash tonight. And then only to find out after ukuthi man, girl sharp.
Ufike ngemistake lapha yana.
Akutshela ukuthi no mina what. Oh, okay. Oh, we are mamela. You understand? So now
the
not
regular
everyone
ones.
the regular ones. Yeah, regular one uyayibona icala yazi icala ngani regular.
They're not the good ones.
The bad ones. You want me to tell you about the bad ones? I must go deeper.
Okay, guys.
Red flag number one. Okay,
Yeah.
it's ngimtshela. I show ngimtshela about good
Yeah.
and bad. Red flag number one. No bullies. Hi, all right, sharp. Hi, I can not know. Sharp. After 2 minutes. Mara, kurosar 6 nyana. Just know good, my brother, run away. Wa utloreng? O modumedi sitse, wa batla mo tseba, and then as a going, happy Rafael no. How? If I was not there, if the other guy na le thing, I cover that table, it means na tlo yetsang.
No, but I think let's talk about that another day, because it goes deep to. I think you did it as well. Our friend Fiso did it as well, where he show up with 5-10 girls in a club, and then so the random guys in the club must start taking care of them, which is it says a lot about the girls that do that. But now let's talk about that some other time. But there's something that Africa was talking about, that in Tombazana at this age, in the age of 35, we are pelelwa and I don't think it's like that. I don't think it's like that per se. But I think that everything, like something like a plan, it has a time frame. So your life as a human being as well has a time frame, but the time frame doesn't limit you to the edge which you cannot do it. But if we check a number of people, let's take it to the female people, between the age of 21 and 27, 28 per se, that's where umuntu wesifazane, they are very attractive. Let's say between the age of 19 to, let's say, 26, 27. Number one, very attractive. the aura around them, number two, says, get me, get me, get me. And then maybe career-wise, they're doing well, or school-wise and stuff. But that's the age where they're in their highest peak. Let me put it like that.
Yeah.
Then after that age, when they turn to 28, 29, so that age, they're on their peak, but it's not the best age to marry them. I'm not saying it's not the age to marry them, but not the best, because they are not, they are very confused. They are in the age where they think they are the ish and what, and they are on their highest peak. And for them, that's the best age where they can decide what they want to do with their lives. But most of them tend to not decide. They want to start deciding when they are 32 and stuff. And that's where men are looking at the 27s, at the 25s, at the 20 what. So, which is, I'm not saying that's the best formula to look at and stuff. But if you check a number of women when they develop and stuff, that's what happens between age of 19 and 26 and stuff. Very attractive, very what. And it's difficult for them to decide, my brother, because they think they are the what.
That's why I can agree with you when you say, Hore, I don't know if it's you or Africa, or when they are at that age of 34, 35. What's your mole 36, 37, 38? Gearbox, fedilenya.
But that is the best age for you as a man to literally marry them, because now they are sure about what they want.
But for you as a man, how old are you at that age? What are you at 60, you are 50.
So that's the thing.
You are marrying a 36-year-old. Because you can't be the same, you can't be 36 and marry a 36-year-old.
Yeah, so that's the thing. But this thing is vice versa now. So with men, we start being attractive at 31. Let's say 30 going to 35, 36, 37.
No way.
So men at earlier age, I promise you, you have not, how can I put it? So women are attractive at their earlier 20s.
68.
Men are attractive at their earlier 30s. I'm not sure if you get what I'm
No,
saying.
I get what you're saying. I get
Yes.
what you're saying. Like, for example, I don't
So
know if-
our
I-
highest peak,
I don't know if
our highest peak as men, it's at our early 30s. Highest peak for women is on their early 20s.
That's why.
Papa
Where's your
how
mic, my brother?
afit-
Take your
afit-
mic.
That's why Papa how after Mama how got 6 years, 7 years.
Yes,
8
because
years.
when I'm 32, a girl that is 23, 24 looks very sexy for me.
Do you see now? You see why? Do you see the reason why now
Why
we end up in these toxic relationships? Ne?
Yeah.
Just trying to get back to what we are talking about, right? The reason why we end up in these toxic relationships that have no respect and so on is because of now we've lost the path along the way. But there's no way o ka nyala thaka ya gago or someone o mosheng ka 1 year or 2 years and think gore nako e tlo vaya la se file to a point mo e leng gore a le sa tlhompana. Wa bona bo papa rona ba sheba bo mama rona ka ma 12 years 13 years.
Yeah.
Bo mama rona, they till today they still respect our grandfathers or our fathers and so on, because
Because he's an elder
Muto is
person.
an elder's tagayak. I need to respect them. Manje, that's why I know to thola motho no lenga no tlo botsa ra wena o ngwana wena.
Why is it no shapa guy? Why is it no shapa guy? We bua.
Yo shapa guy.
My brother.
Msadi. When I tomo to fall, ne? Ho tomo to fall when. Utlo tswa ka montle a parapila.
Yeah,
I
but
understand.
it's
So-
given. Pella, you're now, again, it's vice versa.
Yeah.
The time where your sex drive is very high is not at the same time where their sex drive is very high. So when their sex drive becomes high on their late 40s. And when by that time, my brother, you are tired.
You are tired. Don't understand.
But now it's given. You can't avoid that with trying and matching age and stuff. Marry a woman that is a bit, if possible, a lot younger than you for respect purposes. And for my brother, nagibata originally 40, stokonyana saka snal 35 and stuff. Sisa, I understand. But if ke na le 40 maybe ya ka ina le 40 a ke mamncane ko nna no.
Because women age
Yes,
faster than
yes,
quicker than
yes,
men,
than we
yeah.
do as men.
I
So
think msadi tshwantsa la pepela.
my brother, when I tabo jeriwa, it's if it happens, my brother. You can't avoid it.
And you can, regardless.
Why it no when out of it? What's about lot of malware?
If we're not to fit.
Yeah, because of
Ah, how come mdala nyana o tlhapa mfana? Ah, I'm telling you.
No,
I want
that's why-
mdala
that's why-
mdala bala ba ko America. Stop
But
us
why
ba
can't-
batla
okay. Why should we go to America? Re sa bolele
No,
ka-
but lima mzansi ba teng mdala ba ba tlhapang.
Ba teng ba tlhabang ba le clean match.
That's why go botsa wena ha o shebile msadi a Ramaphosa wa mona o fetse bjang. But that's why tshwantse msadi a thoma tshwanela ke uniform tsa society a apara dikhiba
Mara
di
no ma
what-what.
90s.
Just
no,
know
ma
marry that
90s.
woman.
Ma 90s no sa tshwanela ke se ke diaparo tsa society.
So now that's why I'm saying
Ma
msadi a
80s
tshwana-
vice versa, ma
mosadi a
80s
thom-
ba apara dikete tsa o tshwana. Eh mona
Yeah.
ke issue.
Wa bo?
O tlhakatlhakane.
So msadi a thoma wa apara dilo tsa society a thoma o bona di-vege tse pila. Just know marry that woman. Taba ya is chai. Because o kgona hore, yo baby, mara wa di bona ditamati tse di pila bjang.
Yeah.
Just know that woman
Sali
o
re.
fihlile ko that stage. But now o bona o ara baby a see for window shopping. Wa bona o choose diaparo. Ha le thoma le go grocery a lebelle le ditamati. A ba tlo tsebe hore o etsa
A
eng.
tsebile KGL Zambano re ke mazambana.
Yes, rabiang. You understand? But now, that's why I get it. When I know, or really GPV guys. Ki yona ntwe. Ya hore now o nyala ngwana and o kry-a ngwana ola ne ba mo kwalla. Phela it happens hore batswadi ba hae ba street. But phela o na le ngwanyana hore ba mo lokolla from 28. Ba mo lokolla. Or
So
30
when I had
years.
nearly 23 umunyale, yeah, in the back of my mind, she's telling herself, "Oh, thola freedom go ntlong ya hao."
Yes. A
O
tswe
nyenye.
a etseng o re wa mo khuza o re o etsang o re wena phela ke patetse nyuke bae e thoma mo because of motho wa dlala enough ha ba le that freedom. You understand? O mo tsera sa le
Yeah, but
ngwana.
I've seen women playing in their late 30s.
Yeah. So
And
that's why I get it.
but married women. But that thing of playing, it has to do even as a guy. If you didn't play, my brother, and you get married, somewhere along the line you're gonna get fucked. Because utlo testa riding a Haiwan, you'll get excited. Ah, re tlo ba le bothata.
Sorry, that's why go ba le GBV. And also, I think another thing here, I think GBV really bella ka angle A1. What's your honor majidel ngara trapiwa montle jo.
Yeah, true.
Strong, ababuleli ba trapiwa strong jo.
Eish.
Tola mjita ya ko spanning a bere polone go fisa.
Ke di bruises.
Yeah, we put ba mulumile ba mo ngapile mulala ba irile.
Have I ever received a slap from a chick? No. No, I've never.
Hey mina ba bang shine screen.
Wena wa tla.
It's Africa guys gopola ne. Our
Ah, chief.
Africa o kila thola mpama e nngwe mfana.
So
Go ba quiet, o kila bona re ko ntle go tlapong go dlala sang. Everyone are tu. I want to discharge fire ameng.
So
Proper.
now what do you do now as a man? Maybe
I had to come down.
you come across such a situation. Let's say for argument's sake,
Yeah.
le dula go fela. I'll bet you like a fire army go pela rona ro lebeletse re as ba to la. That's one thing. That's how to support the story. I forget. Now we're going to laugh. Now go and look at the pay.
No. Okay, for now ke khona we manage.
Yeah, I think that situation that day.
Yeah,
we
I
didn't
was
get
like,
tense.
ah, it's
After
already-
that, we tried to.
Baby girl, it's fine. Tla bolela go ntlong. Re fitla go ntlong. Keep sambo.
What?
I'm shy.
It's a kill.
Sakile.
Oh, mchang saki.
Yeah. Yabo. Sa sekseni.
Brutus is giving those lessons.
Yeah, sa sekseni. Eh mara ntho e entseng mabana. No, baby. Le nna ye wa toto. Ska wara. But iska etsala again. And I won't or no serious. it's not like ukutloetse kwa I'm a fool, no. Nekino tloela because of when I'm it's fine. But next time, I say it's all into you.
But what are the chances that I can say but that's where the toxicity
So,
starts.
I get a more mona or okay. Sharp. Little land to a simple control. Maybe. Yeah, I'll say it's a 1, 2, 3. Utlo got tone high or this tone A I fit all a sharp. So now it's okay, this one. And then no more to wrap baby girl as in. I think wamelosha umoya uthukuzazi kahle wazi ukuthi ufunani ngicela mina unginike space bese wenzani
Ifedile so.
no umufile space hayina hani wathi ba punishment or wathi ba banyana abanya ko rejectiwa itsona lengwanyana la ka o shela no wa mo rejecta akalwa lwena for no reason. Because they don't like
me.
Yeah, they don't like who came out when I understand u feel like small man. So that's why get me how respect o feel is small. Now I make sure wanyana ke khona feel is small. No understand.
Umufilise small kanti umhlanza wese njalo.
Hatlanya otswa kwa yena watswa sore baby girl mamela yazini asiyeke lento ngoba iyayibona isebenzile.
But I think how
It's not easy, yeah.
Yeah, let me pause you a bit. How we raise us on it's a bit interesting because now where you find hore or one or the bloody balance. When you can escape route mara we told you end up sticking and the same thing continues over and over and over and over again. Right? Which takes us back to a point now. Okay, no, no, I need to slice. How do you break away from the ice pan? Or red flags but you're still in there. What's up, blooming? What's up, relaxes?
I think I did want to check it. Or udula wa how. I think ewe yaka kamjita or yana nahana ubatlo yako. And again, wabana ntule ore autibe ibes shiman it count.
Meaning what? Usa na side
like not side chick per se, but aogono ferea aogono.
Okay, guys, I'm interested in this. how do you know Azumjit? Are you dating this girl for 4 years?
Yeah.
How do you know
Okay, I will come back on that one. Give out your answer tell for this one. So now, turn to check or okay. Why is it bomgelo young ne? For bonora man. Oh asana style. Oh weak.
Because hence I'm asking that hore ubona jwang hore sa khona o shela cause maybe how se tso rely le go yona too much. What pick up and banyana the way they are wired ne. Ntho tellanyana bona we can't blame them. It's just the way God created.
No, don't blame God.
So you need to create no. So listen to what I'm
No,
saying.
don't blame God.
Leave God out of
Leave God out of this. Those ones they don't. Those ones they don't want to listen to us.
I want you to understand this.
Okay.
I want to tell you about it's how they are wired. When as you have a responsibility to control it, to still have your power. So to
or how do you
No, I
manage
think
that?
when you just broke it down
Yeah.
in a clear.
I understand. So now
Because-
to break it down, remember ne, tshwantse o check. Why is it una le nthola hore e ba le banyana ba ithu ba itre ba di colleagues. Ha rwa phone re why is it butsisa o be le conversation o botse. Hey wena today hey. O tlo mmona reaction ya hae right. Why
since
this
that's able,
woman
you can
athabisa motho a ka so a tla tsheso nna ke bua le eno re etsa a joke a tshe to this extent e metsa be jealous saba
when they are
focus
jealous, they're in control.
so but now wena ke na le madam ha rate she's winning my guy. Wa bona wa thoma hore hey madam akathandi sikhulume uhlala wazi ukuthi uyawina.
And that time, the funny thing gore wena at that time, you're trying to prove gore o lebeletse yena, o committed.
Yes, you trying to show her
respect,
hore-
wa
yes,
mhlompa.
My brother, they don't like that.
They don't like
say,
that.
So they say they like it. So that's the other thing that Luxin said when he was here on the podcast. That so women think they know what they want and they will tell you what they want, but actually that's not what they want.
They're confused.
So they're gonna tell you we want this, and they assume in the back of their brains
Ba boy
assume
ba di picky se
that's
bona
what they
hore,
want. But now if you start doing it, fuck, you turn them off.
yeah.
They don't want it.
It's your phone I ringing ya.
But
Now
that's why Ntonela ite file lebitso la sweet Golova. So Golova ka mo sweet.
you understand?
You need to be
Yes. So that's why I get sometimes tshwanetse be le banyana ba 3-4 nyana o tsheyang le bona. Not just you dating them, just for the control for the house. Have a phone. Lena feel or mara. Baby karre o ba bolela 1 hour. There's no way. Di chomi di know. Hey chomi ke batla 1 2 3 1 2. Yeah, I'll do it tomorrow. Don't worry. Ke mo ntlo. Have the conversation.
A fetsa le yena o bereka le bo Terence le bo Donald.
Okay.
A re hai. O ka re wa njolla.
Yeah.
Donald a phone.
No.
A tshware phone o le teng. Ke tla bona ka usa. Then what?
Why it's that's when they say as a man ne? In the house ne? Wena ko motsong wa hao. Remember hona le ntho le hore o paletse o ba in control ba botse hore mo a se a hao batswadi ba hao ne? And then wena now if you're gonna allow a woman to control you say wena mo ntlong tshwantse go ega nako so wena mo ntlong tshwantse hey o koka hey what my guy you bought a house I get.
And the issue of comparison is a problem.
And
I
don't want that, it's a red flag. Leave that woman. She's not yours.
Nami
Was kuyenza lento. My guy run away.
Or Ari, yeah, musi wena no phone it smang mang.
Yeah.
It's comparison. Now she's not sitting at the position.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's why get wena no ko heno. O regile ntlu. Ya hore o kgone o itaola hore baby ke sa dutse le Donald a ke tloa mo ke atla mo ntlu. She must say okay baba nya understand. Dijo tsa hao ke tla ba ke robetse ke tla di beya ko microwave. Respect. I understand. But now wena no paletse go itaola ba botse hore wena ka gate ka 8 o'clock re kya gate na mosadi o botse hore rena re batla robala go kae in your own house. Okay go rona o itaola go kae as a man. You bought a house or be let that freedom ela go ntlong ya hore ne ba o faka ka.
So you are not a lion, my brother. You don't own a territory.
Yes.
So as any man wants to feel like a lion, they want to own a territory.
Yeah.
If we are married,
Yeah.
it's our house.
Yeah.
It's not my house.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
But check.
I think those some of
Obana
those
motho o
things-
tlileng ka di
That's
rules
what-
tsa marriage. O
that's-
sentse everything.
That's where mistakes comes. That's
Yeah.
where women start thinking they. Now, number one, so I was talking to my cousin today. As a man, make sure in your life when you marry or when you live with someone, make sure that you provide shelter. Number one, number two, you feed your woman, you feed your house.
Yeah.
Anything after that, she can take care of. Angiro was pana, maybe Lena was
Yeah.
pana. Make sure, my brother, she lives in a 4-bedroom house. You live in a 1-room. She must come, if she wants to marry you, she must come and live with you where you afford. And you feed her. And then anything else after that, you can take her off. Because immediately, look, Gazatela bond. Immediately, you go and live in a house where she feels helicabana, you can, my brother, you don't have control. I
Yeah.
promise you, now I lived with someone for 2 years. She bought grocery for 1 month, and in that 1 month, I felt it. For she bought the groceries.
No such.
I'll never repeat that mistake in my life.
I think like because now
Because women, so as I was saying now, women are wired in a certain way.
no, they are not
That's-
wired. They think they are wired. What you say?
Okay, let me say they are designed in a
No, they
certain
never been designed.
Wiring.
I want to design, ne? Design. It's not gonna change. It's not gonna change the
Yeah.
design, ne?
When I think-
Baka chincha the wedding, but the
Yeah.
design. It will pay like this design. I can. Can it's a can. Wine glass is a wine glass.
Yeah.
You understand? It's gonna be a different shape. So in a hurry, they are wired, chief. There's no way.
But my point is, make sure that control is on your side.
How do you
Because
control
once
it?
you give away the control, we are screwed.
But I'll tell you.
But no control. Now I know, Joe. There's a lot, Joe. There's a lot of guys that I know. They providing each and everything, but the wife will still wanna control.
Yeah, but you let
You
it
married
happen.
me, ke nna mosadi, ke nna ke tlo etsang 1, 2, 3. Whether you provide, whether Joe, why it's not le majita mang, una le this guy ne, just ka se bolele lebitso la hae, ne. O tjola le mogelo mongwe, Aspani, mjita Aspani. Mmereko wa hae ko khapa mosadi mmereko, ne? And Cheko ba khapa mosadi mmereko, that woman never disrespect that guy. Trust me. O mo khapa mmerekong, o mo lata mmerekong, o boya le ena ntlong.
Yeah.
And a little meter. I think next week was Wagan. You go once
So
again.
mang ukapa mang, the lady ukapa the guy.
The guy who kappa the lady go spanning.
Yeah.
And then Abuya control.
So who doesn't work? The guy.
The guy. Madam girl, azangam disrespect. Let me
My
jita.
brother, you don't know.
Una look, my man.
They're
Una look.
hiding it. I
No.
promise you.
The guy, because of Kuluma, Joe, that guy is honest to me. As in, girl, the way I'm a corner. I thought it was over 1, 2, 3. Serious.
So yeah.
So unalo controller.
listen.
Wait, unalo controller ke girl. Wena o bereka. O ena more than yena. O etsa everything.
So, now, let's go back to that guy.
Mogelo sa bereki nga o botsoro. Ha o tlo fitla mo ntlong ka le ka kana go tse. O ramlaing ha o etse betabe.
Nanga mmolaisa tlala. Nanga mmolaisa tlala. No. But leave that guy okapang ko Spani. That some things is not saying. So now, here's different. Let me tell you this. So most of the guys that they've got ladies that are taking care of them, they know where they stand. They just keep themselves where they belong, and there won't be conflict. That's why maybe the guy doesn't have issues, but he can't pagama. I don't
he
think
can't
so.
pagama.
Bruh.
I
No
know
way. He can't pagama. We're gonna bring him here.
Yeah, that's why I akafuna kuba exposed. That's why ngithi uyaphakama umjita ne.
I don't think
Umjita nokutshela umgelo uthi my man. Ke ya ko Africa, akitlo Africa cause wena go kai ke tlo feta go tse. Girl will never say, hey, why is all ill? No. Why it depends with the why it's one link. Guys, let me break this down. Ne? It's one lore rega jola la batho ba different ne. Really three so tla ke runa la batho ba re why three. Type ya Terence ke type ya ka. Type ya ka ke type ya Robert. Ne? Robert ka tlhana le motho wa ka. O ka etsala a movie. Baka ba sharp to that extent. You understand? Don't say go rogalla motho wa saying as in personality ya motho a ka tlhana le o perfect. Yeah, oh, I tlhana perfect.
so. You're saying the way they met the guy that you're talking about, it's that they're just clicking.
Joe,
They're perfect.
clean. Guy phela ukuthi anyeka sebenze forever. He's been trying to do those things, zanzani, nan. Do you understand? So, guy sala span, just to know as a span. So, can you type it or no man, baby? Because now you do it. I get to work hono kapa lena hono it's something on. You understand? So, no like vele, you understand?
Aye, my brother.
Ejo, outside there's cold outside the ANC. It's cold outside the ANC. I don't know if you understand. It's cold outside the ANC. Our president king.
Oh, Ramaphosa.
Ukokai. So it's cold outside the ANC. Nyang Tola Marora Donald Young Tola.
We're confused. We're confused.
Guys, you can't get me.
So,
say it straight.
so my sister
Do you want
from
us to get questions?
my sister from our audience in Aronali question. She's a woman. Maybe it will a different perspective.
Opinion.
Yeah.
For what I'm saying, or okay.
No, the ANC
So I
thing.
must call the ANC.
No. ANC were confused. We were talking
Yeah, what
about
I'm saying.
breaking away from a toxic relationship, right? So, GBV and so on. That's why I'm saying.
Okay, you know you are like continue. Yeah, ANC, I will tell you some other day.
Okay.
Yeah, ANC. And it's a simple thing.
My sister, you can take it away.
Sanbonani.
Hello.
So my question is going to Africa. So you were talking about leaving your home, uyothenga umuzi khona uzozilawula, right?
Yes.
Uyahamba uye groove, you're not expected to be reporting to umuntu wakho. So my question is,
Okay,
I don't think
Mbambe kancane.
Yima.
Not reporting.
Yima.
I think we is way.
Yima.
I'm not reporting. I didn't say reporting. Okay, it's fine.
My thing is, I believe that toxicity comes when every weekend you're going out. Going out once or twice is okay. That's acceptable. Now, when do you spend time with your family? Kulo muzi wena othengile? That's where toxicity comes in now. Ngiyakufonela. Hey, ubuya nini? Hey, sifuna ukuvala amagate. Don't you think that's where it comes from?
Okay. If I go out, ngizokutshela ukuthi baby, ngiyavaya, ngiyophuma namajita ngisho. And then mina along thinking this place I enjoy. I will just gonna send you a message to say, my loving, mamela. Lesikhathi bengizitshela ukuthi ngizobuya ngaso. Angeke kusaba yilesa sikhathi. I think maybe ngizoeta 2 hours nyana or 3 hours nyana. But ningalala ngizoba safe. You understand? So that's why I'm saying that as I you don't report, you don't do anything. You just report to your woman, ungalala, and as I said, with nomfazi angashuta thina sesiyalala sesikhathele. Ukudla kwakho uzokuthola ku oven, uzoba ku ready, mawusalambile baba uzofika udle or uzofika umthole kuma white linen sheet. You're ready. You understand? So now that's why ngithi ukuthi umfazi mawukwakho kumele uzicontrol. Yabo? But not uzicontrol ukuthi ngizinika lento ukuthi anyeke bezongama. I will say baby ngisabambekile la ngikhona ngisahleli ngizothi mase ngiright ngisuke ngize ekhaya. Ngoba bengazi ukuthi ngizoza but this time but isikhathi sami sesidlulele nami ngiyabona. Sithanda sami ngiyakuthanda ngolale kahle. Then ngizongibona mangifika endlini. That's it.
Okay, cool.
Fair enough.
I'll take that. Second question.
Okay.
This goes to everyone, gay, as y'all are gents. So why is it that when a guy beats a woman, it's considered as demanding irrespect from that woman? Mhlambe let's say uzothi, uyanyatha lona, what. But now, when a woman beats a guy, uyamnyatha, why is it not then ukuthi na ufuna irrespect from umuntu wakhe?
Intombazane mayishaya umfazi.
Yes.
Hayi man, intombazane mayishaya indoda.
Yes.
And then Tiwani.
So if when ushaya umuntu wakho manje,
Yeah.
thiwa yeah, umfake elayinini.
Qondisa igwegwe.
That's right.
Okay.
But when it's vice versa, when she hits you now, uyakunyatsa.
Remember, umfazi, it's not a head of the house. Ne? Anything enzakalayo endlini ehard edinga amandla. Umfazi, she needs to be protected. If umfazi kuba uyo ufuna ukuba inhloko yomuzi, a protect umuzi, kuba wrong. Because of now, kokuqala unawo lawo mandla. You understand? So now, umfazi komela hlale kulento kunakekela abantwana aziphathe kahle. And then indoda yiyo komela ibe namandla ukuvikela umndeni wakhe. Noma ngaba na anything ekhalayo ngaphandle, yimi komele ngiphume. If kuzophuma wena, kusho khona ukuthi wena uyindoda la ekhaya. As Robert ashilo ukuthi you need to provide so that nakusasa umfazi angafeel ukuthi wena la endlini awenzi next. You understand? So I need to provide and do everything for the house. Angazi ukuthi abanye bangayiphendula bathini kuleyo.
Sicela uphendula Robert.
Okay, so I believe Alpha says talks about strength, and once a woman shows their strength against the men, it only makes sense that is disrespect. Because I bet to believe feminine says soft, feminine says home, feminine says, I think the first word was correct, soft. Now, I'm not going to agree with the statement that says when a man lays a hand on a woman, says I'm demanding respect or anything. It's a common thing, yes, but as I mentioned earlier, that we as a society or as a community, we try not do away with that. So I would say let's not put it in that way, but I would say if it happens that way, the reason why it's because of in the back of our brains, alpha will always say strength. So that's why it looks like the man is demanding respect. It's because of the alpha spirit or the alpha thingy that is behind them. But now, if it's done by the opposite sex, then it shows disrespect to the alpha one in the relationship. So I think that's my answer. I'm not sure if you are answered, but yeah, that's my answer to that. That's the reason why it looks like that when it happens. I'm not sure if you are answered, but Terence, please do tap in as well. And
For me, that's a bit of a difficult one because I'm against any of the genders
laying hand,
laying
yes,
a
yes,
hand on the other.
very unnecessary.
But maybe if I were to try and put it in a different way, mhlambe, from a man's perspective, okay, if umfazi angithi, as she says, makashaya indoda,
It comes out like disrespect.
disrespect. Ne? Life was designed in a specific way. Because indoda is the leader. That's why indoda kuyo efechayo. Ngithi? That's why indoda kuyo eshadayo. That's why indoda kuyo eshelayo. You understand? So I think if we can, yeah, I think
Mina ngizonga next. Aw Alpha. Hey guys, nizwile ku Alpha.
I know.
Eh?
I won't comment on that, but I nami nje ngididekile bafethu.
Sisi wena uzwe zona. Mara.
So you guys were not following when I spoke. You should have said it. I would have
No. Okay.
broken it down even further.
No. Alpha wakungena
Okay. Last question to Uterence, ne?
Yeah.
You mentioned something when you say Wuti, when you want to live in like ufuna puma in a toxic relationship. Your friend Africa there, he mentioned that you give someone space and everything, and which is ukuphume emuntwini, mina on my side I will say umuntu yambuka, you observe and to a point whereby umhlalisa phani ukuthi Africa ngathi ngikhathele ukubuya ekseni kwakho ngo-7. So it's either you and I, we go separate ways. So le ukuthi wena uzovuka ekseni uthi iyakini bhaka, to me it doesn't work. Because it toxic, iqala somewhere, it grows in you to a point whereby I will sit down with you and say, I'm done.
So you suggest the best way of dealing with this is to sit down with someone and have a discussion with them.
Yeah, ukuthi.
But now the question is, remember we mentioned the violent part of it.
Yes.
Now you sit down with the person, you mention it, and they decide to be violent, or they're uncontrollable throughout the situation or the conversation. What do you think is the best way of dealing with it? I think Terence mentioned involve the police and.
Yeah, on that one, Terence, right. You go there before bazokushaya kahle kahle uyahamba.
So the first thing is you have a discussion with them.
Exactly. I'll talk to you. Say, okay, sharp guy, man. Ngifila ngathi le ndaba yami neyakho nje ayikho kahle.
Yeah.
Then obviously, abu guy they're too in denial. Even thina bafazi we are too in denial sometimes.
Akekho umuntu ofuna ukudampa.
Yes, that is true. And then I'll see ukuthi hayi man umjida ngathi aka cooperate. Angithi okay, maybe as Africa mentioned that you take a trip, ngisaye ekhaya ngisayobona ugogo. Then angihambini ngizorelocate ngiyohlala eKalfontein. Yabo.
Yes.
Because amaphoyisa samwe sama abancedi khuluma iqiniso. They don't help. We are never figure back shell, yabo.
So there's a lot happening with our SAPS.
Uskawara mfano udirang. Uskawara nakuthotsara sharp. Remove how many days? Holding cell, they chowing your wife.
Ash. Yeah, it's
Like
not nice.
it's not nice, man. That's why I said, guys, to be a man, hey, it's not easy. It's not easy.
But you know, to add to that, Mklambe, before we cut off the topic, ne? There's women, or let me speak for gents. I don't know about women. Maybe they can speak for Abafas. There's gents that are stuck in toxic relationships. They're married.
No.
We are cabang what? Mangadiwoza lomfaz.
Got a lot to lose, yeah.
Understand? There's gents abanabantwana. Understand? Umuntu abona ukuthi ngoma ngalahlela umuntu jo, my kids will suffer.
So the question there is it worth it to leave it if you've invested a lot, or you can still leave even if you've invested almost half of your life into the marriage?
I think the question is, for someone that is in that situation, it's kind of difficult for them to just wake up at, you know what, fuck this, I'm out.
Yeah.
I mean, I think ngagama chiti advice on this one. Ne? Make sure you would see there's money that you're gonna put aside. You know your mom can betray you or whatever. Ne? Thathi mali kancane kancane. Just would now be stable after that divorce thing. You know, Lekao was very smart. You know Lekao, Trip.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was very smart. Played the chairs as checkmate Kawash. And winning at the end. So now that's why you see sometimes Tatima Mawon Uti Lang Zoluza everything. as a man because of now when I went zanga next was thatha imali uyibekele esayidini bekele esayidini bekele esayidini bekele esayidini ubona ukuthi cash up noma ngamshiya nendlu but I'm still gonna survive outside there.
So
You understand?
your point
not
is
saying not saying umthathela yonke into obviously kunabantwana ngisho so abantwana mabasale naye kule ndlu indlu yakhe nabantwana. I built that house for her and the kids, and then some of the money that I will start noma ngastata ku one room ekas but I will manage ukuthi ngibe grand. You
so
understand?
you're saying as a man, if you get married, half clash.
Half
Don't go
clash.
all in.
But if you're gonna go all in, man, Joe, you will die. That's why ubona umuntu ushadile uhluleka na ukuthenga ibro.
But manje sesikhuluma ngemali.
Yeah, yes, it goes when it goes by maybe sometimes. Joe, marriage is something else. As I said with Mashabela was like we are khuluming this by ukuthi sometimes ufika endlini ujabulela umfazi akukhumbuza ukuthi kushoda la endlini. Yeah, wena ubatla mapona ulebeza uri montlong o shota eng ntho e batlang nanne marao eh tsukira eo o nanne marao. You understand? So that's why I get dilo tse so
It's crazy, bro.
sometimes Joe, you're not cheating o bone mogelo or mara baby a fitla go ntlong go metsi tsa masepe ha o fitla go ntlong go baby ke nako ya go boya 4-5 etlotso no down yeah here in man baby imakancane sure hayi le bana ba tlotso ga tiking ka wena like
And now go ejele ya hore
I understand.
hey career tsotso hey kawa isa bo.
It's done. You understand? So sometimes for guys ngizokhuluma nabantu besimame ngizokhuluma nabantu besimame bonke. You understand? Guys, noma ngumshado, please that's a button. It's okay sharp. That thing there, man, my boy, man. Like I boy in Twitter, Joe. Like I don't wanna go there because of why is he really cheating? Mona tena guest house. Kin Twitter. Asha ke fitla go ntlong a ile yana ke di bone. Ai.
Gore ke ke motshwara.
Bana ye.
Ora jiga.
O patetse school fees wena go nyaka marao. You understand? So now side chick best ever. Oh, manje bona. All the 2000. Le 2000 lo nyanya o bona. O tlo tshwara. So now ke yona e senyang lenyalo. And msadi ke no senyang lenyalo unaware. You understand?
Yena ipotsora.
Yena o potso ro lokisa lapa la o etsa o be straight. Ganti ke yena o senyang eng lenyalo la hae. So now that thing ela ha go thabetse baby. Just for bona man, they can pretend. Let them continue pretending by it's yona. After that, yeah. Arabulele baby, ba le motlas. O release it on the sharp mo thabetse. You understand? Aska e bolela o sakena. How pretendela ke re ba khona o pretend. Phela ngonyana o khona o pretend jo. Yeah, sharp. Yeah, arabulele he. I go ruti sharp or yeah. Baby 1 2 3 awayetsa 1 2 then netlo wa bad
Ibile ka se
But,
complain
but can they pretend?
Joe
Uri
sadi
Joe. Kana udula lefatshe le fika. Grand.
the temperature is high. Joe, women they can pretend, bruh.
So when you do it some other days, they're enjoying it.
Yeah, some other days ukira uthola ukuthi wena uyayenza yena ke khona lapho esho uceda nini namhlanje baby azangike modini.
So what if they're faking it all the time?
Yeah, it happens.
No, I'm just thinking.
Yeah, it happens.
I depends me Joe.
The
It
guy
happens.
says that, man.
If someone can fake it for over 20 years, Actually, with umntwana lo after 20 years utakusowakho, then what more?
So, gents, we are not winning.
We can't win. Don't say you can't win, Joe. Whether you like it or not, you can't win.
You never win.
You will never win.
It's crazy.
Who?
Crazy.
Who? Man.
Batini, born. Men cheat, ne?
Yeah.
Abafazi bakhuluma amanga ngabantwana.
Yeah?
So now because of they can lie or wano what parents banna bajola. They are good in lying.
Oh, okay.
As we are good in cheating.
Oh, okay. I'll try.
But we are not good because we got caught.
Yeah, they will always catch you, my brother.
Yeah. But because of guys, we are ignorant.
Have you ever been caught red-handed
No.
on the act?
No.
You, my brother?
No.
Nothing. Yeah, it has never happened.
When? When I went jail. All right. Yeah, I mean,
I'm just thinking how it feels like.
Even I cheat. You don't
like-
need to catch me because I don't cheat.
Like on bed, like right-handed.
bakazi bangibamba Joe. Like never.
Even almost.
Not even almost. Yazi into bakayibamba yini?
Yeah.
Bake bafika and then I play my cards well. Baby girl. Le knock le ngiyayazi. Go to the couch. Plus, you know that the couch was there. Go to the couch, sleep there, and I'll sleep there. Manguvuka when I lala goga fast. I talk umgela. I was a masai chica behave. I go ngene ngwena. Bese ngiyamfuma. Baby, oh. Hayo. Ngalesikhathi. Yeah, bangitshela ukuthi ngithama nomntana amantulele yazi kwenzakaleni izolo. Umgela sihlangana naye egarage beyakandawo kokulala. Umgela ngamthatha. Yabona unebag, nayibag yakhe. Ibag naye ihleli la. Umgela kusasa. I-boyfriend bekeze kuyo. I-boyfriend ayisabamba ama-phone and it's not safe.
Yeah.
I will feel bad for girl because of mangamiyeka. Kusasa kayenzakala something wathi lo mntana ufile. Bengizofila bad. Baby, you can see the bed. Mfana ngaze ngidlule ingubo ukuze salo okay.
Walala ngeside eliyi-1.
Kayetha. One side. Kanti bekulela umuntu oyi-1. Umcamelo ngapha i-ready ubona ukuthi la zakulala umuntu. Umgelo lela. You understand? So yeah. Hayi. La yenzakalani la? Ngithi ngiyambona ulele. Mara ungamvuzi yazi umntana abantu like bekakhala ubusuku bonke. Hey mina hayi ngizize nokuzisola nya. Baby girl vuka yazi umfazi wami sekala. So okay. Hello, right? Yeah, uhlala kuphi? Buye na sport eMpumalanga. So umuntu wakho yazizwa you know siye kuphi? Kabogera. Ayithi usisi wakhe masiloku sihamba uthi phela kushubile wena mawufika what. Arifihla. Mara ongazanga la ekhaya. Phela mina la ngcine kudala sisi mina ngisakuboni what. Joe, we played it nicely.
So this igeweng eziyi-2 sihlangene nje.
Joe. Those wins are John. We need to come out to the play. That's why sometimes that because of Abang Bambili at that time if we were his key. But
Yeah.
because of there was no keys then
Bohlala nemedi.
my girlfriend.
Bohlala naye. Loza ongenayo.
Yeah.
Oh.
Bengihlala naye but ile uthi fakasha.
Yabloma for a week avai.
Vai, yeah.
But as a part of toxic, why do you think men cheat?
Yeah, sometimes okay. How much it done this like 5 times. Five things like I will say. Ne? Okay, sharp. Okay, let me say chicken or beef.
Which one?
Which one is this one? Okay, sharp. How much it done It's like how much it was cheating, man.
It's that.
Bayakhalela
Yeah, and we just want
chow.
you know what's the problem, Terence? Then we don't even feel like we are cheating, right? We don't feel like it's wrong, this thing. But we don't cheat. Then we try and stay away from it. But it's not a problem.
cheating.
We just, it's...
Why is it one thing, ne? It's one know, ne? But it's one know. I want to. I want to get law. Jobang ne stress namhlanje. Bangitshela amasimba endlini. No man, one gone. So, but the problem with
the
women,
good thing
ne?
about us, uthanda imedi yakho kuphela.
Yeah.
Uthanda out ezothi abantu abayi-3 or so ngiyabathanda. It's very rare.
It's very rare.
It happens, but it's very rare. As out mfethu uthandela imedi yakho.
Yeah.
Ufuna ukuluma nje because just
Chai.
nje. Just and that's why amachita bhane ungabuza abo girl ne makabambi outside ambuza ukuthi mara wawenza into so. Iyathi uzothi angazi nami bengenza. Because vela akazi bekenza. Bekafuna ukuzilumela nje ichaye after that time akanandaba naloya muntu.
So, my problem, yabafazi. They use emotions than the brain.
Yamfazi makachita, she's a gone girl.
That's why umfazi makadle omunye umuntu akaxolelwa.
Yeah,
that's
it's
right.
It's chai. Because of yaz intombazana, let me tell you about women's, ne? Intombazana ikhumuleli indoda engayifili.
Yeah.
Indoda engayifili akamkhumuleli.
So the reason why kunganama prostitute wamadoda but ugcwele ama prostitute abafazi it's because of Tina Jens. Usho ongawe le axi type yami
Yes.
but uyafika lapha uyashaya ube happy
Udlule futhi, you understand?
Awungicabanga uphume la
Yeah.
but that's why business ama prostitute wamajita it won't boom because
Yeah.
any woman that will want to be intimate with that guy they will want to
Connect.
have a very special thing with
Thing,
them.
yeah. You
Kasi
understand?
ibhontshisi lila kuthina. Hayi lapha kubomi.
Yeah.
So that's why it's
So-
abafazi uzakunike it's a problem. Thomasana wants to khumulela. Sekana that thing there. You understand? Already.
Siyaluma nje like
See now we
it's
can
not harmful. You're
hlangana
not trying
nomuntu
to harm
namhlanje
anyone.
twa ubaleke futhi ubaleke ublock futhi ungabi nenumber. You understand? But for umfazi kwamele babe ne connection bakhulume amthembise whatever afole for that thing. You understand?
And on behalf of the gents, I just want to say, Buffett, we're not trying to harm anyone when these things happen.
I want to wena.
We're not trying to be harmful or anything. As, you know what
Yeah,
I'm trying
like-
to do, Terence? I want women to understand. But Shem, I see, we're not trying to be harmful. It's
But
something that we do
It's funny how
out of proportion and then...
it's
So
funny
Terence
how
never cheated in
Tina
your life.
it's funny how Tina as amagents, ne?
Yeah.
We can forgive. Wait, fuck, this guy's confusing me. It's funny how women can forgive us as gents multiple times for cheat. Bra, 15 times, 20 times. Noma ngakuthola kubambile lapha ngerahonyana encane ubhizi lapha.
Yeah.
Umntwana amathu yomkhipha tafa. Sale la uthi angiyindawo.
That's why. That's why. Bakwazi ukucola bona. Because manje inhliziyo yakhe sisekuwe. You understand? Isabheke wena. Ithi bheka ubongani. You will understand.
Inkinga yakhe mangahamba yogaya ubonga.
Yena wangagaya ubonga.
Sakubonga.
Sekubonga. Wena bona ukuthi wenzani ini kanjani. Bona anyeka kuluyise. Salo bona bawugire bathi okay it's fine. Baby girl eno aparo yakwe. Afetsa wena basalelo wena. And then wena untebeletse. Una nuri tori. Utlo apologize but and then wena atawe mmereko. Lona wayibudzisa. Enhle kwenzala.
Just like
Tlhape. Utsore baby girl tsamaya. Okay tsamaya. Lona wayibudzisa. Enhle.
So go jolo pelo ga ya isali yo go wena, is somewhere else.
Yeah, afetsa
Mara
more.
go plometseng.
Wa itso etsa.
Yeah, that's the
Bongano go kae? A o fetsa o tsamaya wa itse. O kontlo. Okay ke atla. Boy roba bafana.
So o duletseng ka eng?
Like asana
I think it's a
no wa
process.
itse why
Usaza
why
bathotswa completely.
the problem banyana sometimes. That's why it goes back to the ANC. When I say it's cold outside the ANC. When I said it's cold outside the ANC, ngwanyana o kgono hore ha tswe a ye go DA, a ye go EFF, a ye go MK, a ye go what. Ha tlo fitla kwa mafelong o bona re mara ke jela ke di party tse ba o etsala.
But I think I get what you're
I
saying.
understand. So utlo batlo boya guy.
Yeah, in simple terms,
It's rain everywhere.
the other thing everybody saying, other cliche bearing, the grass is not always greener on the other side.
Yes.
Meaning how look at you think, ish, Africa man, ke mpara. O bona Robert Molor man, ka daw ka dentsa da.
When
That's
you
why
get
I
there,
get
the
Au
grass
fitla ka
is brown.
da.
I think
brown.
it's one the banyana guy or ladies. What you must know, before Zotolumunto right, it's not a lucky or what. I don't know what to say it, but it's not for everyone. Ne? Okatswa wakira better. Warwatwa wakira ba. But before, how to talk say how just know 10 guys or 5 guys gonna chow it free. Before you get a good guy.
And
There's no
women
way.
will always look at their DM and think everyone wants them. No. Everyone wants to
I
chow.
just born. I want a DM. Like there's something. As much as monna how I know bonor. Baby maranele mistake na get tau. Maranlo na mon. I understand. So kin twela or nage bone ka shapa ka feta. Mara basadi abashabi ba feta.
And ona le mistake engwe majita re etsang fetso. Ha ba ka o shaela ngwanyana o understand this o understand. You are fucked.
Oh, you're fucked.
Forever.
You're fucked. Basazokudlela wire. Like
And
How I understand this?
Yeah, again, that's where now this GBV Leona Tomanko thing.
Yeah,
Because the
because
honest
now-
truth, Kuri, bro, you haven't forgiven that woman, bro.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Nana
Yeah,
every time
vele.
unahana Donald taman unametsu ngwana hawana malo what's your mtoji like Donald. Ah, what the fuck?
Nana motho wa boele love bite go ntlo.
Argulumile ki moski.
Baby, I can explain. You know that part? Baby, I can explain.
And then once
Hi, work illuminate mosquito. Baby, I can explain.
And the problem go to once bakamucha once I'll understand this. So everything that happens, bruh, you are not okay.
And
But
again,
now about Jesse,
once about jail, once about jail, ne?
There come
Wa
a
mo
mention.
tswalla for bo jets ko ntle. ne? A ona ntho e nngwe,
Ke re ka ba mention. Rona ba jita rona ba ba understand this.
Chief.
A re tlo-
No, chief. Yabo?
Kibo ma baba
It's all right.
like curious.
But I'm just saying it happens, bro.
No, we know them. There are plenty, eh?
Yeah, man. We can count 6 here.
Why?
Baba,
That's why go botore. Why it's about understand this?
Imagine I've been there.
Why it's msadi ne?
Makile ba understand this.
Ajogile ka ngwana ngwana mongwe wa leXhosa ne.
Yeah.
Bola mfana a ke tsebore ke mo
Donald, wait. Donald, but you understand this. Or understand. Abakazi. Oh, okay. 6. Eh? So waphuma wavaya. 6. Oh. So why is it that's why go bozore? Wabana go understand or understand. What's a ngwanyana wa ntwa mo qolla for ujiwela kwa ntle. O jotse. Awasana ntho engwe.
Haka etsang that can break you.
It will break you.
That's the
Because
last thing.
That's the last thing, ba.
What
If
else
we jump in that
could
stage,
you possibly do?
o tlo kwatela gore ha bo
Ebile
ya tlong.
late.
Ha bo ya tlong.
Yeah,
O tlo
or
kwata.
o payile potsa.
But that's where now this GBV thing starts, bro. Cause
Ai ba bang ba
Una le
betse.
enga,
Ba bang ba
we
betse
fihlile
mtshana
mo
bona.
wena.
Yeah, so but
Baba
that's the
ngaba
last thing a woman can. That's the last painful thing a woman can do to a man.
To you. After mowe mtshana la ga boya ka 12 o tlo understand that because o understand ile hore babe ujiwile ka
You
mo
understood the highest thing. So everything that
Highest
falls here, you'll understand.
Yeah.
Every nonsense that comes here.
hey baby ke tlo ba late okay babe o ska wala hey baby why it's go merekong ba rona le braai so ke ka se tsamaye le wena a tsamaye le mang mang you'll understand
And then one o tlo ba le boyfriend thing we are full time o sa itsebeng. I don't understand.
full time
o bona ke tsona tse o tholang ba re mjita o fitlile Soweto kae kae a bolaya mosadi wa hae le boyfriend go koloing ke tsona ra ntse so
And then wait to flop again. Basari aba inki that serious.
I don't
That's why I always tell gents ne hore mfana hore utswe mo plomang. O ilo kidla ko ntlong ya medi. Hey, it's tough, man. It's difficult. You know why? Because women take this thing light. This is my new boyfriend. She can just come into my place. But I'll tell her it. Uko spacing sensitive.
wa stalker o pakile go khoneng o checkile
Yeah.
ro etsana it's a risk le ntwe
And
re
then, yeah,
etsa
honestly, so she just thinks it's akirikitswile go like ikeni go
Yeah.
she can just come sleep. Why or what do tunta my brother? Yeah.
jo ona le there's a scene ko tsola pele da agent se khuluma hospital there is this scene ko tsola pele that guy was a soldier kena na patela the room and everything so a fonela mjita ejo gawana le motho wa ka o senyetsa motho mfana omnyana e roba jo mogaya atla le AK kuma boteng mafastereng e tabola le bota right ne tsule le go voice of Thembiso ai mona ba re di room ka mo next door ba utlwile ella
so da man na tsebe gore mosadi wa ka o ja ke mang kae jwang
I fetsa right
So mara no, maybe eight lo just raska wara ka ola what. Lo ena wa baskele. You'll die, my brother.
so msadi that's why go botsa
so I think so do you think sometimes, right, maybe let's just be straightforward and blunt about it, do you think or sometimes women are the initiator this GBV? It's just that because of our masculinity and so on.
I think they
Aye,
initiate
give on, I'm fine.
They do it unaware. They do it. They don't know what they're doing. The Lord.
that's
must
why
just
I said women they're confused
yeah. So the Lord must just forgive them. They don't know what they're doing. But
no
in actual
They
sense,
know,
they
they
are-
know.
They are initiating
they know
all this violence.
why it's una la mosadi a re ke batlo yetsa because of ke batlo laya Robert
Ke batla mo feedies.
so why it's even 12 mara hana le the new boyfriend or o ke morata ke batla but a ka no shwa o
Yeah.
ha ina hane eo so
Not
pila
to-
pila
yeah.
pila pila ke basadi ba bolayang bana
Yeah, not to say or it's right for anyone to do such.
Yeah,
things.
yeah, to
Yo
get your
better
point, yeah.
no mosadi a betiwe a do anything what I'm trying to say or basadi ke bona ba leadang this thing ya GBV unaware yena o rolaya Terrence khantala e Terrence
So
O bolaya wena.
I think with the campaign start GBV, instead of talking more to the guys, we need to talk to our sisters more than anything to say, listen, if you see such a toxic relationship, come out. If you see this is what, don't put the next man in danger while trying to. So I think we must talk to our sisters more than anything.
No, ke a o tshwara. And obviously, again, once you see the signs how this thing is not working, run.
Fuck off.
As hard
Yeah,
as
fuck
as,
off.
as hard as it may be at times, some of the best ways to run. Because it gets worse with time. Once you must know definitely the second one is coming.
Yeah, time
And the
doesn't
third
make
one
it
and the
better,
fourth
it
one.
makes it worse.
so sala ba betha
To be honest,
yeah Joe be honest you speak the truth here why are you asking to be honest
Ke le ka forgive ka irang. I hope I get implicate. Like Joe, before my current woman, for my 6 years. I all them fana. Oh, I all them fana nearly legendary cheater. And I can forgive every time I did out challenge you get like only made a violation get like only violating. Understand?
Yeah, that's traumatizing, bro.
Exactly, bro. To a point until Bamunyala Gidula Lane, I am when you are.
Until Munyana.
Yeah, no Munyala like a blow. So now my breakaway from
Sharks, man.
Botoxic, I think when that happened, that's when I accepted it. Okay, sharp. I think this is the final straw.
No.
But again, Mutomo
That was the
forgiving.
hardest one.
Bruh. I wanna be no one regular for the 80 bag la teleda.
So, and it began when you understood the first time.
It starts there. And you know, once it's a so I already know Mutua Nyata Bella. Horao better campama is nothing. And eventually it gets to a point Molo no one about this. Was there no metaga one a good?
And the one year old test, I'll bet Tampa me one, over or strong fit guy.
I didn't know what.
Maranola and I'm for him. Paraganora. Sorry. What's it, Barover?
I was there to cruise.
Bon. Problem number my guy somehow. It's either you were fussy or bleed or something. That's why I don't like to fight. So once I go better, you must bleed or there must be something. I don't know why. It's from my childhood. But I want to once I go sharper, no bleed or something or like this. There must be something. So can tell you hake hola next aratolo. But it's not something I don't know. Give it this almadala. Hey, can't factory fault. Like serious. Once carry. Once get it limited. Cause the moment go sharp foot, especially when I'm angry, you fucked. You have to. So kinalo tabore. Maybe sometimes the better team.
And again,
because
you are fast.
Salga two ya team. Salga tangwanya na gamba ma team.
So we know what
Salga the Hawks next week recruit. Investigator.
Salga tamu gela team two. A fainter, bra. And a not even hard one. Like our years land to two. Exactly, as I like kiss a pavement.
I feel like sugar at the same time.
Yeah, kinobo no re. Why is it not give ya? Haki kwata, kya tlalela. No understand. So I get tlalela, get low kuzur baby girl. Before it low the discharge of fire. So was I need tiny and the inside because we are building an anger that I don't want to show you. You understand? Stop what we are doing. So all an answer wafitlamu itlalela thing. You understand? I'm a man. I'm not saying I was right or what, but I'm a
we're not proud of this thing, but women will push you to the edge.
So now I unalomo am pushang thing. Ka chaisa kona ya kabetenya. Oh. Kafila somehow. Kanor ta ngwana ba tatim. I can mono ke rwa itobatse ke rewen. Vuwe azlalisa. Ai ya motswara. Ai motho timi. Ke tsametse. What? Since from that day cannot no more.
But I'm sure before that happened, there were certain things, the signs in the and relationship I balance.
No, it says once. Leo Chabile Bella Robert Azanga yet until it was that day. Lena, our motor, Why is it that they learn I get the soul? I don't know what happened. It happens once. Azanga thola yetsa ntwe. Like
Yeah,
once.
so if a woman does something, you just need to put them in their place. That's it.
In what way?
You need to have a discussion with them,
Discussion with who?
with the woman. No, but now listen.
Mara,
If
why
they
do
chow
you-
her-
do you
if
say
they
the
chow her,
mameli,
you
boss?
can't have a discussion with her.
I remember they can't listen to us. Joe.
No, if
Joe,
they chow her, no
why is
discussion,
inside
right?
it? Loka mdulisa fast or baby. Uyazi ngiyakuthanda and lento yenza ngithandi. Musadi vela bona
Nam nam.
Joe, basadi ababatle monna o weak. Intaba like you must not be weak. Komela maqala ude yabona le oyenza yangizwana nayo le. If umupedi bulela kaZulu yabona le yangizwana. You're serious. Because remember anything ngari ephuma ngeZulu in understanding. That's why levels for rapo ba so tswara ka speed. Eh wena teacher challenge. I sounding nice. O ga betha mfano ka papore wena tla. Mara mote hey let him on. Oh utlore hey let him on.
Where's the phone? I want to check out.
Le ka
one-
schangana
one
ka re go wena
comment.
ka schangana ke re hey tisama le bot di common codes e bot lona wa
Angajaiva.
understand o tlelo betha sjela le ka speed wa utlora mara Zulu sina le yanto le uthi wa bona uthola le motho ka re o tella maybe sama uthi Brian yaz lento slow wathi amaZulu athi yana ko yabona yebhodi akusho ukuthi masikuyeka nje sikuyeka nje siyakusaba not sikumamele nje siyakuhlonipha kodwa ngathi sozofika la singafuna ukufika khona lona o understand or ya no bavolela le nabanaba esikhale ekanolla you step back so le msadi azi hore motho wa ka ke mobedi wa baby yabona lento yenzayo namhlanje izosicabanisa utobona hore ya monna o serious today.
But I flop kore majority of women and like basadi kaofela.
Yeah.
You can't win an argument le mosadi. That's the first point.
It depends.
You can't, bruh.
You can't
It does
win.
not
At
you will
some
never
point, you
win
just
an
need to
argument with
agree
a
to
woman.
disagree.
I mean, I will win it. Khale ke di winner.
When I got a
That's what to train na. That's what you was gents. Msadi a tsebe plek ya hae. Ha o tlo re what ke wa itse re ne? Ha re tloela, ha re robala tu. Cut it. Ha ke tlo a bolela o tla bolela le one.
Oh, life is
share.
ended.
It's for a fool. No. You understand? So, but now, if we're now to entertain, or it's even msadi, utona le limza. Wow. So, our entertainer. Mza. Maroga level into willow level, so a level. Utwe one alone, I fell a mat. Ever take it slow. Kore maramo. Mutomo salulen now. Marawasadi. Wow. Wow. Arofedit. Wow. Aroke sharp. After get a good go maroba. Ujo mujo and abshi loto le tomala jamba debit. Are Kurusu said conjana wako.
Sabatori say.
Look lala. Ejo ujo mono ro half away ang banyana ba ababatu ngwanyana batla anything I etsang wena o react le yona wa motho re wa mo disappoint jo disappoint ngwanyana o re motlo molata ka 7 wa fitla ka 8 tlo bona re batho ba se batho ba mara wena o re baby ra tsama ka 4 a fetse ka 6 mara baby wa itse tshwantse ke etse yo o drop ya ka ne tlaka yo wena mmotse ditoro tse o re Donald Tom phone tsa ronya ka router ka ya go Donald ke sa re ke tswa go Donald Robert re charger ya ka ke shile mo ka ilo drop ya na so I must wait for your friends I'm your woman, and
You choose them before
yeah,
me.
you choose them. I understand.
They are more important.
Yeah.
It's
Okay, guys.
again.
I have to cut it. I have to cut us short. We've been shooting for like 2 hours already. Yeah.
Levy, it's off, no?
Yeah, it's just finished. I wanted to read 2 comments. Someone was saying, girls must own guns and stuff. I'm like, hey, madam,
What? There's no need to own
don't
a
kill
gun.
us. And then someone else said something like, I was in a toxic abusive relationship. That's what broke her and stuff. Hey, sorry, my sister, if they broke you. Yeah, the live has ended. So, thank you guys for watching Men to Men Talk. We really appreciate your support. We really appreciate your viewing. So yeah, it's a second life.
Oh.
Yeah. So yeah,
Sweetheart, I will let her wire Naloko abusive relationship.
let me finish the recording. So thank you guys for tuning in. We appreciate your support. More content coming up on this podcast. Hope you enjoyed this one, and the next one is coming. Thank you so much, Africa. Thank you, Terence. Thanks to me. I love myself. Good night. Bye. Okay. Thank you, Donald. Thank you, Zix. The team is working hard every day to make sure that this becomes possible. So yeah, thank you so much. Bye bye. See you on the next episode.
TikTok,